Donald Trump honestly acts like a high school bully. He's woefully insecure. He hides behind this facade of strength and invincibility. And worst of all, he craves more and more power. And now things are only getting worse as a Republican senator just dropped a bombshell about Donald Trump and the next pope. How's it going, everybody? My name is Hunter Avallone with Occupy Democrats. Welcome back to another video. Now, speaking to Donald Trump acting like a high school bully, like I was saying, he is unbelievably insecure. This becomes super clear whenever Donald Trump is confronted. First of all, Trump was recently hosting a rally in Michigan, I guess to celebrate his historically low approval rating or something. When he began getting protested, of course, Trump instantly resorted to an ad hominem attack.
He did so good for me, and he was in North Carolina. He did so great. What's the problem over there? What's the problem? Is that a radical left lunatic? He's just a child. All right, get him out. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, ma'am. I thought it was a guy. Thank you.
It's also obvious whenever Donald Trump gets fact-checked. For example, he was recently doing an exclusive interview with ABC News. He got fact-checked, and this is what he had to say.
He had MS-13 on his knuckles tattooed.
Oh, he had some tattoos that are interpreted that way. But let's move on.
Wait a minute. Hey, Terry.
He did not have the letter MS-13.
It says MS-13.
Yeah, that was Photoshopped. So let me
That was Photoshopped. Terry, you can't do that. Hey, they're giving you the big break of a lifetime. You're doing the interview. I picked you because, frankly, I never heard of you, but that's okay. But I picked you, Terry. But you're not being very nice. He had MS-13 tattooed.
We'll agree to disagree. I want to move on to something else.
Terry, okay?
We'll take a look at that.
You do such a disservice.
We'll take a look at that,
Why don't you just say, yes, he does, and go on to something else?
It's contested.
Yeah. Talk about getting butthurt. Unfortunately, it seems Republicans are not learning from this disaster either. Recently, Speaker Johnson was questioned about whether or not things need to be changing within the Republican Party after it was discovered that Trump has the lowest approval rating of any president in the last 80 years.
How do you interpret those numbers, and is that not a sign that your conference, your party, your leader need to be changing course given those low record ratings?
No, look, there's always in any new administration, it's a roller coaster, right? When you come in and you make dramatic change, which is what he did, he's delivering on the promises made. There's some bumps along the road. We're changing everything, as we said.
Wow, so you guys really just don't learn from your mistakes at all, huh? Speaking of mistake, it also appears that quite a lot of Trump supporters are regressing both morally and mentally. Because at Trump's recent rally, he almost sounded like he was doing a bit out of Sesame Street. I'm not kidding. Look at this.
We will make America healthy again. We will make America strong again. We will make America proud again.
M is for Make America Great Again. Like, that's what it sounded like. This is embarrassing. All of this is incredibly cringy, yes. However, it's nothing compared to the moment you've been waiting for, when a Republican senator drops a complete bombshell about Trump and the next pope. Trump was recently questioned about who he thinks would make a good candidate for the next pope. This was his insane response.
As Pope? Yeah. I'd like to be Pope. No. That would be my #1 choice. No, I don't know. I have no preference. I must say we have a cardinal that happens to be out of a place called New York who's very good. So we'll see what happens.
Of course, the thin-skinned bully would love to be the Pope. Wouldn't that just be great? Now, instead of accusing the media of being fake news, Trump could just accuse them of working for the devil. I know there will be some Trump voters that claim Trump was just kidding around here, but there are some Republican senators that don't seem to be laughing about what Trump just said. For example, Lindsey Graham had this to say.
I was excited to hear that President Trump is open to the idea of being the next pope. This would truly be a dark horse candidate, but I would ask the papal conclave and Catholic faithful to keep an open mind about this possibility. The first Pope-US President combination has many upsides. Watching for white smoke, Trump 2028.
I feel like I should slap myself. This is unbelievably bizarre. Is Lindsey Graham okay? Like, mentally? Like, is he sober? What the heck is going on with that guy? I feel like we're living in a timeline generated by AI. So, yeah, long story short, Trump, being the thin-skinned bully that he is, once again craves more and more power because that means he has more and more control. At this point, Trump's entire administration feels like a dying gasp of a complete loser, and we're only 100 days in.